let's talk about Oregon's forests, and you said that you're trying to keep Oregon's forests strong, and so what are you working towards right now?
Well, I'm very happy to have been able to vote for the great big beautiful bill. I call it the Triple B bill, and that bill contains provisions that Bruce Westerman, the chair of natural resources, a engineer and a forester, put into it, and those provisions allow for 20-year leases of forest land that will give those who hold the leases the power and authority for long-term management of space. It's a huge step forward, and one that we desperately need. We have 30 million acres of forest in Oregon, and a huge amount of it is overgrown and needs to be managed in a way that recognizes the incredible danger overgrown forests present, not just to people, but to the animals and to the land itself. So I'm very, very happy to be working with Bruce Westerman on these things, and I'm happy that the administration is extremely supportive.
And as we talk about, forest management, what are your thoughts on Lomacatsi project, which is local in Ashland, being impacted by some funding cuts, and one of their youth programs that helps support wildland firefighters across multiple states? Are there concerns there?
Well, of course there's concerns. The challenge in any budget reduction is that you do actually have to reduce the budget. And so somewhere, someplace, there are going to be reductions because we have to. We're spending $2 trillion more a year than we have. And so whatever we do, it's going to hurt, because although many times what government does is done inefficiently, it's almost always being done for something good. And so when you go in and say, hey, we've got to stop, something good is going to stop. But when you don't have the money and you're borrowing it, you're really doing something really bad for younger people, because they're going to have to pay it back, and they'll pay it back any number of ways. The most obvious is in higher interest rates on just about everything. So why in the world would we, knowing the good that is being done by that organization, and by the way, I have their folder in my room here. I looked at it this morning, and so they're doing great. They're doing great things for the forest. I met with them, and just very, very impressive. But the truth of the matter is there are going to be reductions across the board, and that's one of them. Sad, but we have to reduce somewhere.
And with those long-term leasings, I know a lot of people in Oregon are really concerned about that old growth logging. Is there, what type of measures are you setting forth to make sure that you are still protecting that old growth?
Right. So all of the rules that apply to those protections stay in place. They don't go away. What you're trying to do is make sure that you aren't constantly changing whoever it is that's on the land, and you're trying to also give those who are trying to actually make money in that space enough time to do it, because the market goes up, the market goes down, and if you have a short period of time, it doesn't work well. If you have a longer period of time, then you can take some of those low market environments and work your way through them.